Miss May I. Full Metal Attack Hero P. Consadori, Nick Grippo. You can listen to us live on live365.com and Ustream.com by searching WICR. Also, follow us on Twitter at IonaWICR. We also got a page on Facebook, www.facebook.com/WICR, Iona College Radio. We had for you Stand Up by All That Remains. We also had Fade Away by We Came as Romans. And that last song was Relentless Chaos by Miss May I. Now, to get back on what you were saying, Nick, what are your interpretations of this music?
Interpretations in what way?
In correlation to what we were talking about before about how the music sounds demonic, and correlation with the lyrics being positive.
Well, let's put it this way. The first band you played, which was I keep forgetting the
All That Remains.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All That Remains. Move the world. All That Remains. You can certainly hear a difference in the way the lead singer does his vocals.
Right.
You know, in my language, I say I know what he's saying. I can understand him. It's a clear distinction between that and Miss May I and We Came as Romans.
Well, We Came as Romans is a weird band, and I want to say weird because it doesn't stay true. It stays true to themselves, but the genre itself, that song has very heavy guitar, heavy drums.
But then the chorus kicks in.
Yeah, but not really a lot of screaming either. If you really listen to it.
No, that's true.
But go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, that's all right. I mean, I would argue again, like Miss May I and We Came as Romans have more of the heavier, those drop tones.
I agree.
That I associate metalcore to be with, but I'd say Miss May I amongst the three that you played was the heaviest, at least vocally.
Right. Okay. Well, awesome. Like I said, great bands. Time for the Iona College weather report. Today, high of 59, clouds and sun. Tonight, mostly cloudy, fog late at low 48. And tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a shower, possibly a shower, high of 65. This weather report's brought to you by Iona College. Move the world.
And for the record, because Pete is now feeling better this week, that weather report was known as the back to the normal weather report. This last week we had the under the weather report, so now we're back to the normal report.
Very nice, yes. So, yesterday, two great games coming out, GameStop releases, WWE 2K14 and Frostbite 3's Battlefield 4 coming out.
Yes.
You purchased WWE, and I purchased Battlefield 4, so let's get the comments on WWE 2K14.
All right, so I'll try to make this as quick as possible. For those of you who are familiar with the game or who play the game or haven't, THQ, longtime publisher of the games, went bankrupt. I believe it was earlier this year.
Wow.
Yes, they went bankrupt. So the WWE games is now under the 2K Sports banner.
Okay.
It's the first game out.
Hence the 2K14.
Clearly. there has been a little bit of, I'll call it backlash, for lack of a better word, online, that the next year's game is going to be better. People are already moving past this game, looking at next year's.
I mean, it just came out yesterday.
Right. The problem with this game is that it was already well into production by the time that 2K took it over. So a lot of what you see was already in development by THQ.
Right.
But in any case, why is the game so awesome? Well, last year they went a different route with the story mode in WWE 13, and they went with the Attitude Era. And for those of you who were fans of wrestlers like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, The Rock, Kane, and Mankind, if you'd like to check out this game, I would recommend it because it focused on the period from about August of 1997 to March of 1999, and talks about this kind of countercultural movement that wrestling went through, and the beer drinking, finger gesturing renegade of Steve Austin, and his feud with Mr. McMahon that kind of set the wrestling world on fire. And WWE 13 saw a lot of success. A lot of people enjoyed the mode. It was very nostalgic in terms of its historical content, incorporating photos and videos from the actual television programs, from Monday Night Raw and from the pay-per-views. Well, this year in WWE 2K14, they've expanded on that nostalgic career mode with 30 years of WrestleMania. WrestleMania being the WWE's Super Bowl, their big event every year held in March or April. And in the mode, you go through every single WrestleMania from March of 85 up until this past April, and you play at least one match from each WrestleMania. And from what I've seen so far, it is awesome in terms of the characters: Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, The Ultimate Warrior, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin, John Cena,
That's insane.
bleh, Big Show, and Alberto Del Rio, and of course The Undertaker with his 21-0 streak. And there is a special section of 3 Years of WrestleMania dedicated completely to The Undertaker.
That's crazy.
The streak, where you can either defend the streak as The Undertaker and play against a continual stream of opponents until you are defeated, or you can try to defeat the streak, where you play against The Undertaker in a boss-style fight, where
There you go.
the way it's described, the AI, the computers turn all the way up, the players turn all the way down, and it's incredibly difficult to beat him.
I
But
bet.
I highly recommend checking it out. I could go on forever, but I believe we need to talk about the other big release,
Big release.
Battlefield 4.
The anticipated release sequel to Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 came out yesterday. They had a midnight release on Monday. I did not attend. I had some homework to do, but
You made time.
I made time to get it yesterday. Unfortunately, the servers were down for multiplayer, but that's expected for every big game that comes out. I mean, GTA Online, the first day it was out, had server problems, and they'll probably get that fixed within a couple days. But this is from Frostbite 3. This is also from EA Games, I believe, which made Battlefield Bad Company 2, and all that stuff. Overall, a great game if you want a genuine war game. A lot of people go to Call of Duty and they think, oh, it's Call of Duty, it has to be a genuine war game. You know what? There are storylines that they use. Okay, it's very warlike. Obviously, it's nothing like real war. It's a video game. But they don't have real physics. They have a lot of, as the gamers call, cheap ways of getting a kill or completing a mission.
Yes.
In Battlefield, they have tried to apply real physics. So if you have a sniper rifle from 100 yards away and there's a crosswind, the bullet will follow the crosswind. So if the crosswind's going to the left, you got to aim a little bit to the right of the target.
I like that.
If you're shooting from far away, the bullet will drop a little bit, like in real life would. All the scenery is destroyable, like it is in real life. You can fly jets, tanks, and it's much more expanded from Call of Duty. A lot of people, I spoke to people here at Iona, say they like Call of Duty better because it's easier. And they take the easy way out. That's not everyone who likes Call of Duty, but most of the people like Battlefield's hard. I can't do it. I can't wait for Call of Duty Ghosts. Honestly, if you're into playing video games for the easiness of them, then you're really not a gamer. You're really not
This is
someone
true.
trying to go for a good video game just to get the easy way out. So I highly recommend getting Battlefield 4 if you want a more realistic. I can't say it's 100%, obviously, because it's nothing like real war. Your life is not in danger. The physics are not exact, but if you want a more realistic mechanical game mechanics, I would definitely go and get Battlefield 4.
Which is a shame because I stink at any shooting game. I
Practice
cannot.
makes perfect.
I don't have the 8 hours a day to religiously.
See, I used to
practice.
have the 8 hours
Yes,
a day,
you
but
used
then
to. And then
you
you
go
went
to
to college.
Yes, exactly. All right, so we got some Slipknot, Psychosocial here on WICR. Here we go.
I'm digging it.